This week we're going to unbox a Madcatz Fightpad S.D for the PlayStation 3. What's up YouTube, it's Hector from Not Too Nerdy and welcome back to another unboxing. This week we're going to unbox a Madcatz Fightpad SD for the PlayStation 3. Now, as you can see, you're probably going to ask yourself a couple questions. I already have two arcade fight sticks, and why am I going to use this over that? Well, for right now, for one of them, two of the buttons are not working, so I obviously can't use that right now. Another thing, I cannot use the second ones because I'm currently trying to mod it so I'll be able to play on next-gen consoles as well as old-gen consoles. So once that's modded, then I'll be able to play whichever generation consoles I want, and that's more important right now. So as we know, Ultra Street Fighter 4 came out this Tuesday, so I need something else to play with. I cannot use the PlayStation 3 controller. It's not going to happen. So I decided to give this a shot. This is going to be the first time I ever use a fight pad ever, so it's going to be kind of interesting. It's like starting all over again. I've always played with arcade stick. I'm old school. I used to go to arcades all the time, and that's how I used to play these games. So it's going to be a learning experience to use this. So, yeah. The second thing you're going to be wondering, this game is, or this version, the collector's edition, is actually Street Fighter Cross Tekken. And now, I know the Street Fighter Cross Tekken, but the reason why I got it is because the two characters that I'm probably going to use the most is Poison and also Hugo, or the new additions to the Ultra Street Fighter 4. So I figured that, hey, this will be perfect. It has them in there. And plus, this was on sale at Amazon for $8. Now, it's normally $30. If you look at these game pads, they go all the way up to $60. So the fact that this was $8 on like a flash sale, I'm like, why not? Might as well get it. And that's why I clicked on it and bought it. Now, before I unbox it, I want to let you know what's included in this. Now, it says a large circular 8-way floating D-pad. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't know how responsive the D-pad's going to work. It's a floating D-pad, so it sort of reminds me of like the 360 and how the 360 was not too accurate. So hopefully it works okay. It has a 6-button layout with traditional multi-speed turbo functionality. And that's the difference between this and a fight pad and a regular controller. It has the 6 buttons in front. So, normally it has the square, triangle, circle, X up front for the PlayStation, but now the R1 and R2 buttons up front as well. And it looks very similar to if you had like the arcade fight stick or anything. It has a 3-way switch, enables D-pad to also function as left or right analog stick. So that's pretty cool. You could make it function like left or right analog stick, but to be honest with you, I'm not going to do it like that. And connects to console via USB, and officially licensed by Capcom and Namco, which is pretty cool. And it's the new Super Deformed. That's what the SD stands for. It's Super Deformed. Design inspired by Capcom's Yoshinori Ono. I know his last name's Ono, but I think it's Yoshinori Ono? I'm not sure how to pronounce his first name, but anyway, we all know the last name's Ono. So that's what this is all about. Without further ado, let's unbox this. So, I figured that this shall be interesting to learn how to play Street Fighter all over again with the gamepad because I've never done this before. And it's similar to a fight stick, so I should be okay, but I feel like the quickest way, the best experience to play with a fight stick. So it'll be interesting to see how I play the game, which is really, it's just going to be interesting to see if I can even play the game, but we'll try it. Alright, so it wasn't too bad. I always prefer USB. I do not suggest if you want to actually be serious about playing a fighting game, do not get a wireless controller. That's pretty much it. I don't trust wireless controllers whatsoever because they have a slight delay in the input that you put, and you don't want that in any fighting game. Alright, so that's pretty much it. They do have instructions on the bottom over here, but I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory how to use this. Yeah, just regular instruction manual on the bottom of this. Put the box over here, and it shows you basic things that you could do with it. So that's not too important right now, but it does come with instruction manual. So this is it. This is what it looks like right now. I kind of wish that right here you see Hugo and Poison. I kind of wish that they were on this side, like covering it, but obviously they had like the characters over here, Street Fighter characters here, and they had the Tekken characters on this side. But, you know, for me, I actually probably going to use these two the most, to be honest with you. I really like using Hugo and Poison in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I'm sure they change the buttons a lot. I'm kind of anxious to see how much they change it. But anyway, this is the rotating D-pad that hopefully doesn't give me a problem. I mean, it does feel nice, to be honest with you. It actually feels really nice. So let's see how responsive it is when I'm playing the game. It has a turbo button there, which is good. These trigger buttons here, but for the most part, this is what I'm anxious about now. The foreign part comes in right here to R1, R2. Is these other buttons stick out like normal buttons, but when it goes to R1, R2, like the beginning part, like right here, is indented, and or the beginning part sticks out, but the outer part is like inside more than the beginning part. And I think this so you could click on it from the side quicker. So we'll see if that's going to affect anything, but it does feel pretty cool. Feels very small and lighter than I thought it would be, which, I mean, I don't mind the fact that it's light. I'm trying to see without hanging this USB cord. Yeah, it does definitely feel a lot lighter, stuff like that, and definitely smaller, but it does fit my hand very well. So now I'm probably gonna have to do it like that. I'm so used to going like this. It's gonna be complicated to see how I'm gonna hold it. If I'm gonna go like this, or if I'm gonna go like this. I don't know. I'll test it out, see how I'm going to do it. But for now, I'm going to have to deal with it until I get my fight stick working with both platforms, or both generations of platforms. Because I think that's very important to get that done. Once I'm done with that, it'll be able to work with the Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS3, and PS4. So hopefully I'll get that done sooner than later. But until then, I'm going to have to learn all over with this. So that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this unboxing of this fight pad by Madcatz, and I'll let you guys know with the product review how well it does, and suggest if you guys should get it, especially if it's at such a cheap price. So that's pretty much it. So this is Hector from Not So Nerdy. I'm out. See you, YouTube.